This is the Red Sox POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Boston Red Sox, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, all of a sudden, the Boston Red Sox can't win at Fenway. 5 straight losses. Bad body language, no hitting in the clutch. And Dustin May, I think I've seen enough of you. I think I speak for the Royal Rooters right now. I'm confident to say we don't need to see Dustin May in the Red Sox starting rotation going forward. And that's big because you just let go of Walker Buehler, and they might be thinking maybe he wants to come back. With that, we welcome you into our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime play-by-play announcer and storyteller, once part of a 3-person front office in Batavia, New York, part of that front office with the Batavia Clippers. We changed the name, all 3 of us together, teamwork. We changed the name from the Clippers to the Batavia Muck Dogs. Yes, go Muck Dogs. We are providing reaction every Red Sox game on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel. If you're with us on this Saturday and you want to comment, we do want to hear from you. Our first-timers, our everydayers, yes, our Royal Rooters. If you're with us on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, hit that comment button. Join the conversation. Our Locked On Red Sox postcast also available on the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, which is free and available wherever you get your podcasts. We are presented by Monarch Money. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off on your first year.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Dustin May gives up an unearned run in the first. Red Sox get a run in the third, a run in the fourth inning, up 2-1. Pirates score 3 runs in the fifth inning, go in front. Then in the sixth inning, if you were there, you watched it on TV. If you were at the ballpark at Fenway, that was brutal. They scored 5 runs in the sixth inning, and May's final line wasn't pretty. And he actually settled down. And in that first inning, yes, an error and a base hit and a walk, bases loaded, ended up giving up just that 1 run in the first inning. Settled in nicely. Actually worked 3 scoreless innings. Again, gave up 3 in the fifth, and then chased from the game in the sixth inning. When Cruz touched him up for a home run, it just went downhill from there. 5 in the third, 8 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. I tell you all that to paint the picture because Nesson, first Nesson reference, got an image and got Dustin May in the dugout. And he looks like a little kid who, hey, don't touch the stove. You're going to get burned. Touch the stove, you get that look as a parent. I didn't know that was going to happen. How did that happen? He had the look on his face like, how did that just happen? How did that happen? You can't go with this guy again. You can't. And all the Tolley talk from Friday night and the Tolley talk on Saturday again, hey, he hasn't pitched on normal 4 days rest in the minors. What are you going to do during this upcoming week? Because I really don't think Dustin May deserves another start in the Red Sox rotation going forward. Do you need him? You need arms. You're going to wear out this bullpen. But this guy's not giving it to you. Yes, he works into the sixth inning, but I gave you the final line. I might give it to you 5 more times just to say and show you how ugly it was. 5 in the third, 7 runs, 6 earned. And that look in the dugout told the entire picture, told the entire story. That picture of him, that look, and guess what? It's already out there on social media. By the way, you want to continue the Red Sox and baseball conversation on the X? Hit me up at Lennox on baseball. That image is out there. Just that look, like, how did that happen? What happened there? What happened? I don't know. Did I do that? Again, that happened to me? It wasn't fun to watch. I'm sure it wasn't fun out on the mound for Dustin May. And you know what? I'm not apologizing for that either. Good for him. Glad he took it on the chin. But you've now lost 5 straight. This is the Red Sox, right? This is the Red Sox. And I don't think we were duped as they were winning game after game after game. And they were playing winning baseball at Fenway Park. But look at the last 2 series. I don't say the Orioles have nothing to play for. I don't say the Pirates have nothing to play for. They do. They're playing for next year. They're playing to go to spring training trying to win big league jobs. And what they do over the last 4+ weeks of the regular season, they're not coming in here and saying, we're scared of the big Red Sox. We're scared of Fenway Park. No, we're coming here to compete. They've competed over the first 2 games. Nesson reference, Dave O'Brien, Will Middlebrooks. I did not agree with what they said late in the game. No one expected this. Well, if you just simply expected to roll out the baseballs and be up 2-0 in the series, shame on you. Because it's a professional ball club on the other side too, and they want to compete. Hey, there are some teams right now packing it in. But the Orioles aren't, even though you swept them in a 4-game series, and the Pirates certainly aren't. But you've lost the first 2 games of this series at home. You've lost 5 in a row to basement-dwelling teams, according to the standings. They're both last-place teams. The Orioles, that was a 2-game series. This is a 3-game series. You may get swept in this series. Giolito and Keller, 2 right-handers on the mound. And I usually go off and say, I don't always put this just in one guy's lap. But even in the first inning, Nesson Cameras kind of picking up guys on the infield and the outfielders, and it was like, Romy Gonzalez has that error at first base. And it's almost like, well, we've got Dustin May on the mound. We're going to lose anyway. And, there's no emotion. There's nothing. The facial expressions. I mean, Bregman needs a base hit. But Bregman, he's dragging right now. You can't tell me he doesn't need a day off. You can't tell me Trevor Story doesn't need a day off. Roman Anthony struck out in each of his first 3 at-bats against Oviedo. So they get, this is a team that is now 15 games under 500, the Pirates. They're 9 over at home, 9 games over 500 at home. But they're now 24 games under 500 on the road. They've won the first 2 games of the series. And by the way, the Brewers win again against the Toronto Blue Jays. You're looking up at the Yankees. The Yankees open up their game tonight in Chicago. They're going to look at the scoreboard and say, hey, Red Sox lost. We leapfrogged them on Friday night. Now we're the number 1 wild card. You know what? There's now 2 things. I don't want to see May in the starting rotation again. And I really do not want to see the New York Yankees in first place here. As of Sunday, after everything is complete on Sunday, you've got 4 weeks left in the regular season. I do not want to see the Yankees atop the AL Eastern Division standings next week or any point over the final 4 weeks of the regular season. But the Yankees, after dropping 3 out of 4 in the Bronx to the Red Sox, message received, they're playing winning baseball. They're hitting home runs at a huge clip right now. They've got the top wild card. And the Blue Jays are losing. Blue Jays haven't played winning baseball in a while. One more for you. Because this is just, it's all on May. I'm putting it all on May. I really am. In this particular game. 3 runs after you took the lead on a Romy Gonzalez single in the 4th inning. 3 runs for the Pirates in the 5th inning. They score 5 runs in the top of the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th inning. And boy, I'm going to tell you this, and I really don't want to say it out loud, but the crowd was just, even in the first 4 innings of the game. Well, when is May going to implode? Well, it happened. 5th inning, 6th inning, chasing the game in the 6th inning. But in the bottom of the 6th inning, Gonzalez, 2nd RBI knock of the game. Right? Rafaela hit by a pitch. That loads the bases up with 1 out. Hamilton strikes out swinging. Narvaez, who homered earlier in the game, count in his favor, 3-0, ends up striking out. And he goes down looking. You really could have turned your TVs off, the radio off, your tablet off in the top of the inning. But in that bottom of the inning, if I was holding something into my hands at that point in time, Narvaez takes that called strike 3, it might have gotten tossed. I don't know. But you've now lost 5 in a row. Your best home team in baseball. All the stories. Nobody wants to come to Fenway. Alex Cora on the 7-1 road trip. We're coming home to Fenway. We've sucked at Fenway Park in recent years. Our fans have not sucked at Fenway Park. We want to bring it home to them. We want to continue to play winning baseball. You lose the finale against the Marlins a couple of Sundays ago. You drop both games against the feisty Baltimore Orioles. Now you've lost the first 2 games of this series against the Pirates. Can this team, can this organization deal not over just a couple of weeks, but over a month and 2 months and an entire season with success. Alex Cora is on my TV right now off in the distance. I have no idea what he's saying. I'm sure he's sticking up for his players. Bad. Bregman needs a base hit. Bregman needs a day off. Sogard went down. Nathaniel Lowe will likely be back in the lineup on Sunday with a righty Keller going. But, you might need to see Hamilton on the left side of the infield here in the coming days. Rafael is back in center field. Man, Narvaez with that home run, by the way, that was a beautiful swing. Broken 0 for 9 at the plate. 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position, left the bases loaded in that 6 and could have gotten a whole lot more. Wasn't looking for one big swing of the bat, but just keep the line moving. Couldn't do it. Hamilton strikes out swinging. Narvaez strikes out looking. And it just didn't matter about the final 3 innings. Bregman makes the final out. Red Sox go 1, 2, 3 in the 8th. Red Sox go 1, 2, 3 in the 9th. Again, 5. That is the number of the day. They've lost 5 straight home games. Give you a couple more numbers tonight. We hear from you, Royal Rooters, next. Locked On Red Sox postcast. Your Red Sox are back to doing it. They may give you gray hair. You may want to pull out your hair. Oh, boy. It is what it is. And our Locked On Red Sox postcast on this Saturday is presented by Upside. Hey, Locked On Red Sox postcast fans, are you still paying full price at the pump for gas? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and start earning cash at the pump today. Use our limited time promo code SEASON and get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. You could make up to $300 a year just from buying gas. Hey, you already need it. You're filling up once or twice a week, right? At first, you might think, this is too good to be true. But totally legit. Totally legit. Real people getting paid just to make their daily commutes. And you can too. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Don't let this offer drive on by. Download the free Upside app using our limited time promo code SEASON for limited time, 25 cents off per gallon bonus. That promo code again is SEASON, SEASON. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions. Locked On Red Sox postcast also presented by Monarch Money. Most people can't name all their financial accounts or even what they're worth, whether it's your 401k, properties, investments. And when you don't have the full picture, you can end up leaving money on the table. That's why there is Monarch Money. It's an all-in-one personal finance tool that brings your entire financial life together in one clean, easy-to-use interface on your laptop or on your phone. Monarch is built for people with busy lives. If you're putting off your organizing and putting off organizing those finances, I know you don't want to do it from day to day. Difficult, right? Well, Monarch is here for you. Monarch does the heavy lifting for you. You can link all of your accounts in minutes, see clear data visuals, get smart categorization of your spending, and finally feel in control of your money without ever touching a spreadsheet. With Monarch Money, you can identify that you aren't saving as much as you thought. Monarch helps you notice an inefficient investment allocation and discover forgotten 401ks from past jobs. Maximizing investments, increasing your savings rate, easily reviewing finances with your partner and or financial advisor, keeping a clear view of your financial health week to week and long term as well. Don't let financial opportunity slip through the cracks. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off on your first year. That's 50% off on your first year at monarchmoney.com with code LOCKEDONMLB. All right, to your comments we go here in just a moment. Again, a tough one. You got one more in this series. You got one more in the month of August. You have a winning month of August for the first time in a long time. You're going to go into September with a winning record and as a wild card team after Sunday, 4 weeks left in the regular season. It wraps up, on my wedding anniversary with my lovely bride. on September 28th. 4 weeks from tomorrow is when the regular season wraps up. But right now, all of a sudden, hey, the sky's not falling, but you need to be on track. As well as they've played, and it's not over the last couple of weeks, it's not just in the month of August, it goes back to June. As well as they've played, got to get going here. You don't want to, I have a hard time sitting here thinking that this team doesn't make it to the postseason. And I don't want to hear from the crowd along the lines of, well, it's only the wild card round. They'll be out in 2 games. I don't think that's the case. In present day, you're a wild card team. You're a playoff team. It's been a few years, right? Everybody knows that. But certain things got to change. I don't know how you all of a sudden become a team that hits in the clutch with runners in scoring position. The Red Sox have not been that consistently over the course of the year. Right now, 2 for 10 runners in scoring position, including leaving the bases loaded in the 6th inning, with Hamilton and Narvaez striking out, leaving 8 runners on base. Last 9 games, 15 for 90. Math is simple. Yes, I use the calculator. 167 with runners in scoring position over the last 9 games. Again, you sort of scratch your head and wonder how they took 3 out of 4 from the Yankees, how they swept all 4 in Baltimore against the Orioles. But those things did happen. But now you've lost 2 in a row in this series. Who steps up? Who steps up on Sunday? Who steps up in the upcoming series against the Guardians? But Dustin May, I'm not Alex Cora, where he supports his players 100%, which is part of his job, right? He probably does a lot that we'll never know about, we'll certainly never see or hear about behind the scenes. I don't know how much you're doing this point in the season. Players know what needs to be done. It's a matter of doing it. May's not doing it. And I don't think you can offer him many more opportunities. You threw Buehler in the bullpen. It wasn't a long stay in the bullpen. You let him go. You released him before this series got underway. Might have been the right move. Who knows? But now all of a sudden you can second guess that and say, hey, maybe we should have parted ways with May. And again, I'll always remind you, and who knows what Tibbs, the outfield prospect, turns up for the Dodgers down the road, but traded twice in the season, part of a package that sends Devers to the Giants, and then part of a package that goes to L.A. for Dustin May. But if he turns out to be a legit all-star a handful of times in his career, go back to this and understand what you had to pay in Dustin May. Maybe down the road it was too much. But I don't see him. It would almost be draining if you saw him on ESPN.com or MLB.com for the upcoming week schedule, and he's penciled in there, and he's typed in there, and he's makes his next start. Right? It would be right now. He'd get an extra day off if he's pitching game 1 of the series at Arizona next Friday, because he would line up to pitch Thursday right now, off day. You could possibly skip his turn through the lineup or through the rotation. Maybe you put him in the bullpen for a few days. And as of Monday, you've got a couple of extra options with guys you can bring up. Is Garcia going to come up as a right-handed bat? I'd love to see him come up. Give him an opportunity. He runs well. He can defend. He can play good defense. All 3 outfield positions. You go from there. Let's hear from you. Locked On Red Sox postcast. We hear from our Royal Rooters. And who is our leadoff hitter? Yes, indeed. Mrs. Consistency? Emily Toxox, beyond disgusted. We lost by 7, and funny that May cost us 7 runs. It wasn't a lucky number 7, was it, on Saturday? Steven, one thing's consistent. This team's inconsistency. Agree, 100%. Emily, why put him back in when he already cost us so much? Cora was just hanging out, looked upset because this is the worst offense in the league, not over the last 2 games, and that's the performance he gives. We can't take that post. I wonder too. Yeah, I mean, you could have made an example, Emily Toxox, and yeah, I'm sure the bats weren't coming alive, and it's hard to get the rhythm when it's a crapshoot. Understand? I really got a sense, and Dave O'Brien said it a couple of times. 5th inning, 3 runs across for the Pirates. They take the lead for good. I feel like Alex Cora might have been, and I might be reading too much into it, but I think he was sending a message. that, hey, if you're going to keep us going with Dustin May, then I'm going to show you what he isn't capable of. And he's not capable of getting through a lineup 3 times. And his final line was ugly. They did put him back out there for the 6th inning. They end up going to the bullpen plenty. Yes, Hicks gives up a run in the 9th inning. Yes, of course he did. Single, double, run scores on a wild pitch. Bernardino did not help May at all as he gave up 2 runs of his own in that 6th inning. But you really can't smile right now as Weissert works a scoreless inning and strikes out 3. And then Matz does the same, retiring all 3 batters that he faced in the 8th on just 8 pitches. I'll say it again right here as Matz right there on the box score. Let him go 4. Let him go 3. Maybe don't pitch him until Wednesday or Thursday, or Friday, because you've got the day off on Thursday. It's going to be a much needed day off because this is a long stretch of games without a day off. Red Sox right now, you know what they need? They need a rainout. Where's Crash Davis when you need him? There's no rain in the forecast for the next 4 days with 4 more on this homestand. 1 more against the Pirates and 3 against the Guardians starting on Monday as well. George White, I think Harrison is all they have left. Yeah, and haven't I said it before, George? Pitching depth? Just when you think, hey, we'll figure it out, these things have ways of working themselves out. Yeah, they do, because you've had pitchers go down throughout the course of the season, right? No Cutter Crawford at any point. Hunter Dobbins goes down. Talented rookie. Fitz has been down. Houck. Just keep rattling off the names. Brownie can't stand a pitcher that doesn't use his best. 1.5 ERA with his fastball, doesn't throw it. Get him off this team. Chuck J. They are feast or famine. Jim Rice said this at the start of the season. Cut down your swing with 2 strikes like Little League. They don't. And sometimes I wonder, Romy Gonzalez has been frustrating me of late. His first pitch swing during an at-bat, there's not a ton of adjustment, it doesn't seem. And you're right, Chuck. There are a lot of guys. It's present day. When you talk about hitting, it's not just the Red Sox. Get the ball in the air. Don't put the ball on the ground and hit into double plays. Well, they've done that a lot of late as well. TD. Brablow has a trick up his sleeve. I think you mean Breslow. Yes, has a trick up his sleeve. He's coming out of retirement. Thank you, TD. Emily, I knew when May said in the interview I had no idea where the ball was going a while back. Yep, that was going that he was just going to go out there and throw, no skill. Yeah, he's costing himself money too, if you think about it. TD, Greggs needs a day off. TD, Christian Campbell is tearing off the baseball, and he is in Worcester. WTF, know what that means. The guys just gave up. I don't always agree with that. Bregman needs a day off. Yes, I do believe that. He's hitting for nothing. This was embarrassing. I can't even be positive at this point. Yes, you can. I believe in you. I think you can. May can't go to the post. All right, looking for just going down here. Scott, real quick. I cannot believe we lost this series to the Pirates. I look at it differently. The Pirates, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're coming in, competing, and they're going to make it hard on teams. Watch the Pirates the rest of the way. It's not going to just be this series. And, yeah, they have an opportunity for a series sweep. We'll see how this plays out on Sunday. Giolito's on the mound, and he's got to be the stopper. He really does. Lucas Giolito needs to be your stopper. You've lost 5 in a row. Do you really want to lose 6 straight at home? No, you don't. Do you really want to be swept by the Pirates? No, you don't. You know what's next. We'll be on within minutes of the final out, Game 3 of the 3-game series, hopefully talking about a Red Sox win. They were swept in their last series at home, 2-0 by the Orioles. They've been swept 4 times this year, 3 on the road, 1 at home. Don't want to make that a 5th on the 2025 campaign. As always, we tip our cap and acknowledge you, the Royal Rooters. We do appreciate all your help in making this the number 1 place to hang out immediately after every Red Sox game. Yes, right now, misery sure does love company. Locked On Sports, your team, your Red Sox, every day.